All right. Good to see you. Welcome to Chi Talk. Do you hear me okay? Yes? Thumbs up? Okay, good. All right. This is Chi Talk. Welcome so much. Welcome to Chi Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. Good to see you, Bart. Wendy's here. Uh, Marty's here. Corinne, thank you so much for joining me. I decided to take you outside today into my backyard. It's nice and green from all the rain. So just find this perfect spot. It's a little windy, but I'll just do it today. Today we are talking about movements that are supporting our liver health. So are there movements in Qigong that would help us detox our liver or just really support our liver health and why organ health is so important. So this is the Chi Talk of the day. And my name is Eli Cohen. I'm a medical Qigong practitioner and energy healing coach. I've been teaching for over 10 years, helping people deal with different situation, different condition of chronic health condition or uh, emotional issues, and uh, really blessed to have this opportunity to offer this to my community and to my students. So I'm really happy to be here and share this complimentary Chi Talk, and really anybody that is interested in wellness, in health and healing, and looking for the magic pill. We all looking for the magic pill. Um, this is for you. This is really about how to heal ourselves. And this podcast, this talk, this YouTube talk is going to be transcribed into a podcast called Awaken the Healer Within. So you can tune there and find all the episodes. There's many episodes by now. And if you like this, please click on this YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel to get notification for future talk if you are on YouTube. Um, let's start with a little ceremony. This time I decided to do something that is more has to do with acupressure. So let's start by taking our hands. This is going to be a different type of practice, and we're going to grab our our ear lobes right here, and just massage your earlobes a little bit. And as you massage the earlobes, close your eyes. So when you close the eyes, you feel more of the touch of what's going on. And then inhale deeper and exhale all the way out. And from the earlobes, go up to the top of the ear. So you're really kind of massaging the ears. With deep breathing, when we exhale from the mouth, inhale through the nose. Just kind of discover different areas around the ears. And get to this point in the ear that is a little bit above the earlobe. It's just, if you look at the earlobe, it's just going to be a little bit at the tippy top of it. And see if this point is a little tender. Massage this point. Exhale from the mouth. So close your eyes. When we close the eyes, we feel more. And from here, let's move our middle finger to point on the base of the skull. There's two indentation behind the ear. And massage these points. Yeah, there's the skull is built up in a way, yeah, that there's two kind of indentation on the sides, right behind the earlobe. Yeah, you can feel the muscles that holds the skull from the neck kind of emerging into these areas. Massage this area again. Exhale from the mouth. You can lower the head a little bit. And then come closer to the spine with your massage. And then eventually you would go down towards these muscles that holds the skull. Yeah. And massage these muscles. You can lengthen them by bringing the chin to the chest. And then we're going to take the four fingers, and we're going to just massage from behind the ear down the neck, just like this. Deep inhalation. And you can start even from the skull. The fingers are open. Let's do the other side. And really put some pressure as you slide the hand down. Yeah, apply some pressure. And then go to the throat. Both hand, alternating hand. Both sides. Nice. And then leaning the head to one shoulder. Exhale from the mouth. See if you can exhale all the way up. And then let's go to the other side slowly. Nice. Lift your head and make this shape with your index finger, just like this. And then from the intel, between the eyebrows, go around and then circle with the knuckles in the temple. So you go up from the nose on the muscles of the eyebrows, and then circle lightly on the temple, very lightly. So here it's a little bit more of a strong press on the muscles of the eyebrow. And then when you get to the temple, it's just very light. Just circle around. Yeah, inhale. Exhale. Nice. And then take the 10 fingers, move them through the head. Exhale from the mouth as you run. A 10 dragon running in the forest. Inhale and then exhale as you run through the forest. Nice. And relax and sit with eyes closed and just sense all of what we did. Nice. So let's slowly open the eyes. Nice. A little bit of a facial massage. So we did it because the spring, this is the energy of liver. The energy of liver rises up to the head usually. And so in the springtime, yeah, it's very interesting because people tell me that their joints are not working as good as the rest of the year, and Some people have migraines and headaches, issue with the eyes connecting with the liver, sleep connects with liver, and emotional turbulence also connects with liver. If you're very moody, yeah, this all connects with the liver. So in Chinese medicine, we see that each organ has the things that it governs in the body, the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body. So when the organ is compromised, that specific organ is compromised, our health is compromised on different levels. So really the way to heal the root cause of all ailments, or 90% of ailments, is to work on internal organs health in Chinese medicine and the relationship between the organs. Also, the liver is strongly associated with the digestive system and the health of the digestive system. So the liver, physically, what it does, it cleans the blood. In Chinese medicine, it has also different functions, different physical function, like it actually uh, uh, the physical function would be more connected to sinuous, to tendons, ligaments, cartilages in the body. And emotional, it's controlling the smoothness of qi in the body. Emotional, but also physical. So the smoothness, this is actually in Chinese medicine text, the liver control the smoothness of the qi in the body. So whenever it's rugged, we don't feel in our element. So organ health is very important, and the liver is particularly very important to digestion, very important to the heart, to the kidney, to our flexibility, our strength, and our kind of a calmness of our the emotion. If you notice anybody that has issue with liver, they would be more moody, more of swings of emotions. Yeah, like just it's very easy to look at a person that is under the influence of alcohol and to notice a person that is drunk or drank a lot of alcohol. The liver is working very hard to cleanse, and at that time the liver, yeah, the emotions are very, yeah, the person is very moody. The emotionals are in up and down. Yeah, people that are drunk or are drinking a lot, and that goes also to people that are having liver toxicity from other things, from environmental issues or from other medication. People that wake up in the middle of the night early, like at 4, 3 a.m., is related to liver imbalance. So there's a way to treat liver, and in different ways. Yeah, we can work with the diet, we can work with supplements, and our Qigong movements would be also supporting our liver health. So, just last week, I talked with a friend that is waking up from, in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. for years. And I asked him a different question, and it seems to me that this is all related to liver from what he answered. And I just told him, why don't you try take, milk thistle and NAC for a couple of weeks and see how it goes. And it works very good. So you could take a supplement like milk thistle is very good. Dandelion greens, to eat greens that are bitter. That would increase the bile of the liver. Milk thistle is actually, you can look it up. There's researches, and I've actually talked with people that had issues with liver. Milk thistle helps regenerate the liver, really regenerate. So one of the things about liver, that it can actually grow and regenerate itself. So it's very easy to heal the liver if you know what to do. Now, one way to do it is to take supplements and to eat a lot of greens, and also at the same time to reduce stress. and to reduce emotional toxicity, because stress would tax the liver. If you're a person that is getting very irritable and very upset about things, the liver is going to work very hard. You're going to have more liver toxicity because you're emotional. Because what the liver does, it controls the evenness of your emotions. The evenness of your emotion. So if you are a person that gets upset a lot or quickly, that would be a problem. You know, you've got to change your perspective. You have to do something. You have to first, do qigong. So in qigong, our qigong practice for the liver would be a lot about stress reduction. So the breathing technique during a qigong practice that is in the spring now, and I encourage everybody to join on Thursday at noon. It's also recorded. Our sequence for the spring, which is focused on liver. So what in qigong movement is good for the health of the liver? So first of all, reducing stress, yeah, moving slow, breathing deeply and slowly would really help liver chi, because really we want to and a lot of time, not a lot of time, all the time, we are not aware of how much stress we hold in the body. We are not aware of it. We always hold a lot of stress. Even now, when I'm talking to you and I'm on display and I need to find my words and all that, the liver is working hard because I need to be on. Yeah, so we are always in some emotional kind of like uh, distress, and you don't want to load yourself with more. So the Qigong practice for spring, first of all, would release stress. Second, it would a lot of the movement in qigong practice for the spring for liver would take the energy out of the head down, like what we did today. We actually did all this sequence because the liver chi tend to rise up. This is what we and the emotion that is associated with is anger. So if you're a person that's angry or irritable, that the energy goes up to the head. Yeah, we say hot-headed, right? It's very interesting that our language are actually mimics what really happens physically in the body. Even though we are the Western culture, we're not really in tune with energy so much. We're very scientific, and the Western medicine is very scientific. Our language reflects the energy. So we say hot-headed for a person that is that is angry, because the head is becoming hot and there's heat rising. So really, a lot of the practices in qigong would be to release the tension or the heat out of the head. There's a lot of movements that are associated with that. And the second would be any movement that is related to joints and tendons and sinews. So actually, very relaxed movement, because we want to be not stressed out. So all the movement will be super muscularly relaxed. And when we relax muscle, then the bones and tendons are getting more of the chi. Yeah. So a lot of the movement would be twisting. Yeah, twisting the body would open the joints, would actually work on the tendons, on these bands that holds the bones together with relaxation. So twisting would be very good. Now, in general, also, it would be very active, much more active than the fall, and that also help what we call it uh, liver chi stagnation. When people have when the chi liver doesn't move, we want to have more exercise. So exercise and being active in the spring is very healthy. So we have practice in the spring in qigong that is focused on relaxation, on joint health, a lot of twisting physically with a kind of a state of relaxation, and also movement that takes the heat out of the head. So the flows would be from the top down more than from the bottom up, because you want to just calm down and take the heat out of the head. Um, that would be, and the flow movement, the subtle energy movement would also do that, and will incorporate twisting, will incorporate the vision, the eyes, a lot of time in Qigong, we would focus on visualization. Yeah, that would really help liver. So to see to the inner vision, yeah, because the organ that open from the liver is the eyesight. Yeah, we have five organs and five senses. So the liver is controlling the eyesight and our vision and also our inner vision. So focus on visualization would be part of a good qigong practice to stimulate the liver. Interesting, right? Uh, so all of these practices, daydreaming would be very good. Visualize what you want to, where you want to be in the future. Focus on looking at things, focusing on vision when you hike in nature. Hike among green. Green is the color of the liver. Yeah, that heals the liver. Eating greens, walking in greens, in around forests, around trees, and focusing on looking at things, absorbing things through the eyes would be very good for the liver. So these are the things that make qigong practice helping the liver. Uh, and I think the first thing would be releasing stress and twisting, working on joint. Yeah, and really lubricating the joint. So we have a lot of these practice going on. So please join our classes if you haven't yet. And so my classes, Chi with Eli, are season specific. So each season we change the sequence a little bit. We're doing something different. We're focusing on the things that the season is associated with, like now the liver. The liver is very active right now, and we need to support it. So we need to take the supplements. We need to work on diet that would support it. We need to release stress, and most important, to relax and to focus on your goals, but in a relaxed way, not to be locked into something and not to be kind of stubborn. Stubborn is very not good for liver. It's all about flexibility and changing with what's coming your way, and to build this type of character, and not the personality that is very easy to get upset or very stubborn in your way or opinionated. That would be not a good personality for for supporting your liver health. Yeah. So that's what I have to say pretty much about liver, and what movement in qigong would support liver. And I just wanted to open it to if there's any question around this, or if somebody has anything to share. Yes, Gail, go ahead.
Okay, I have three things.
Uh-huh.
First of all, I want to apologize to Edward because when I shared last time, I called him Fred. And so, Edward, I want to acknowledge your exuberance. It's beautiful and it's very uplifting, and thank you for it. And the other thing I wanted to share was to Marty, who expressed the distress with regard to the news. And how it affects us because we're all interconnected. And Marty, thoughts are things. And Ellie says it in so many different ways with regard to our movement and our organs. So send your thoughts of what you wish to have happen to Ukraine, how you wish to take, perhaps alleviate the pain and the suffering, not to take it on, but to send them energy because thoughts do work. And lastly, I want to thank you, Ellie, because in our session, I had a private session with Ellie. And out of that private session, I went back to the endodontist because I've been in pain for 1 year due to a situation that went awry. I won't go into it. But in speaking with Ellie, and the lightness and the directness was such an amelioration for the distress that I was in. I went back to the endodontist and I said, fine, take the tooth out. He said, what's the big deal? Take it out, get it over with. And so it was so light. And I went back and he said, well, let's take another x-ray. And they did another 3D x-ray. And lo and behold, I had an infection. And he said, we're going to make an appointment the next day. And they ripped out all the old work. He redid it. He said, I am amazed at your sensitivity and how much in the body you are. And now I'm without pain. And that's all due to the interaction with you, Ellie. And I want to thank you for giving me that space, that time to heal and to reevaluate. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so great to hear, Gail. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, it's great. Great job. Thank you so much for sharing it here on this platform. So grateful for this. And I'm happy. Yes, yes to that. Let's send good chi to Gail together. All right. That's wonderful. Um, all right. Anybody else wants to say something or ask or share about this topic?
Ellie, you mentioned something about milk thistle.
Uh-huh.
Is that a tea? What is that exactly?
It's derivative of the plant of a milk thistle. It's a thistle. It's a thistle is a plant, and you can buy it in capsules in a supplement store. It's called milk thistle. It's a thistle that grows like an artichoke. But by the way, an artichoke is a thistle that is very good for liver too.
Oh,
Very,
interesting.
very. So all the thistles that this is what comes out in the spring, and it's also called milk thistle. Also called, I think, silymarin. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, silymarin. So sometimes it would be under the kind of like the name, the Latin name. Yeah, and it's you can read about it. I've talked with people that has severe liver problem, and they healed it in a couple of weeks of taking the supplement regularly. Also, other things that would help would be chrysanthemum tea. That's more like a Chinese medicine, especially if you mix it with mint. Chrysanthemum leaves, dry chrysanthemum leaves, you can buy it online from a Chinese. I don't know if you probably can buy it in Western places too. Chrysanthemum and mint together have a great combination before going to bed to support liver qi. And mint tea is very good but them together are having like a really good effect. So yes, Bart, you have the hand up there.
Yes, hello, Ellie and everyone. Is it true that if we are angry, that the liver is too stressed, that there is too much fire in the liver? Is it related to the fire element, and how do we work to reduce the fire element in the liver? Do we use water exercises, or can we drink water, or how does it work?
Yeah, that's a great question. So yeah, it is fire. It is the element of fire in the liver, especially angry or irritability is when anger does not come out. Like frustration is when anger does not being expressed. It creates irritability. It actually can be on the skin even. Sometimes skin issues with eczema can relate to liver too. Subconscious anger that comes out to the surface is not expressed or acknowledged. So we want to acknowledge our emotions. It's actually a very good way to release them. So when we acknowledge them, we acknowledge how it feels, we acknowledge the physical sensation of them, not so much of the story, but the physical sensation of what's going on in the body. And a lot of time we're just circling the story. Oh, he did this but really trying to tap into the sensation, into how it feels in the body, and that would be a way to reduce that heat. And it's a hard one. It's a hard because when you feel it more, we're trying to escape from the felt sense of the emotion, and we're going to the brain and make justify it and things like that. So one way to Release it is to actually sense it and to kind of contain it, contain that physical sensation. And after doing that for a while, yeah, breathing is very important. Yeah, so the breath would actually be very good for water, of course, be also very good, but breath, because it's the lung, and the lung is, if you go back, if you go really in Chinese medicine, the breath is two organs back from the liver, so that would control liver. Yeah, we say that metal cuts wood, right? So wood is the liver, and if there's too much wood, yeah, what you do is you chop the wood with the metal, which is the breath. Yeah, the metal element is the lung. And if you and also what it affects, if there's too much anger, too much agitation, it would affect the soil, right? If you have too much trees growing, there's no much soil. Have you ever planted a tree when it just the roots take over and there's no more soil left? So if there's too much anger, there's too much liver chi, then what is the ground, the soil? The earth element is the digestive system. So digestive system be compromised if there's too much. And so the way to control is to chop the wood. Breathing practices are the best for anger, right? When somebody angry, you tell them to take a deep breath, take a deep breath, breathing. And we have it in night Qigong. We have a specific practice in Qigong for a good night Qigong on Wednesday night. We do this every Wednesday night. Extend the exhalation from the mouth twice as long as the inhalation. And you do it for 2 minutes, and your nervous system calms down just automatically. You just count to 4 on the inhale and count to 8 on the exhale, and exhale all the way out. And you do it slow, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then count to 8 on the exhale. Do this for 2 minutes, and it really releases stress a lot. And the sound healing, I think we did it in one of the beginning ceremony here. The sound healing for the liver is a very good way to release stress from the liver. And really the worst thing to do is to go to sleep when you're agitated. Never go to sleep if you're agitated, or if you have a story. Do some qigong, do some breathing, do this type of breath, move a little bit, drink calming tea. That would be very good before going to sleep. I always try to keep the few hours before going to bed something positive. Talk with a friend, have a light conversation, something that is happy. Plan it that you're going to have a fun conversation with somebody, or something light, or you're going to do something that is nurturing before sleep, because you don't want to, and because that's what the liver is going to do. It's not going to have you go sleep very soundly. So that would be the ways to that I would recommend to kind of go about stress, and about liver, the fire in the liver. And yeah, water helps too. Movements that are relaxed. The sequence in qigong for the liver is all relaxed and soft. A lot of twisting, good for the joints. So that would what I would say. I hope that helps.
Yes.
Thank you, Bart. I always love your questions. They're just like right there. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. That's a beautiful, beautiful talk. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Marty and Bart, for chiming in. Let's close with that breathing technique that I was talking about. So let's just do it for a minute. Yeah, 2 minutes would release all the stress away. Let's do 1 minute at the end. Close your eyes if you will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Larry, good to see you. So let's do together. Let's do a closing meditation together. So close your eyes. soften your body. Smile to the earth. Feel how it holds you, the weight of your body. Be happy that you are here in your physical form and your spirit together. Experience this wonderful miracle called life. It's an amazing moment to feel alive in your body, in your spirit, in your heart. You have all the tools to have an amazing life inside of you. And so when we inhale, we count to 4. We're going to do inhale, 2, 3, 4. We hold the breath for a little bit, and we exhale from the mouth to 8. So I'll start it. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you do it a lot, a few times, you're gonna get the rhythm correctly. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you go on your own. One more breath. Nice. All right, from here, let's open the eyes. So we did about even less than a minute. Really, it's really tempting to do more, right? Feels really good. 2 minutes, it's nothing. You can really, it's really about like kind of coming out of yourself and saying, okay, I do this now. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And you can continue the breath after this. I will for a few more rounds. Bye now.
Bye. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank
Bye.
you.